Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Hello.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Just fine. So A license 4.99 safety rating.
Pit
I'm
exit's
guessing
clear.
you've been driving the Nordschleife Endurance Championship. Yeah.
Your tires are cold, watch out.
I did it in GT3 also last time, but DNF.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. But it was a good race. Still, I learned a lot.
Yeah, I know Nürburgring is very unforgiving, so I'm just extra careful and not as aggressive as other tracks.
Can you say that again? My crew chief was yelling at me.
Yeah, I said because Nürburgring is a very hard track, so I dialed back my aggressiveness by a lot. If someone catches up to me, I don't fight him, I just let him pass.
Yeah. I have noticed that you have to drive this angry to get good times.
Really?
Because when I'm not when I'm not angry, I get like 10 seconds slower times. I don't know why,
Maybe
one
it's
time,
not angry.
yeah,
It's you're too relaxed. You know.
yeah,
You have
something
to
like
have
that.
a little bit tense, a little tense, but not too tense.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Miko, I'm recording this because I want to record my labs, all those stuff. Do you mind if I record what you say on Discord?
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that. Anyway, I have to turn down the volume a bit.
Oh, too much curve. And I didn't hit anything. How is that possible?
Hey guys, are you in the practice session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna join. I don't know if I'm gonna do the 24, but the neck for sure.
Yeah. Same thing, but shorter.
Yeah.
I think I know why I made so many mistakes. The track temperature is very hot. And I'm not good enough.
Yeah, me too, same thing.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Everyone doing good?
What do you mean the M2 is a shitbox?
It is a shitbox.
True, true. The
Especially,
masochists drive it.
yeah. Well, the fixed setup at least makes it a real shitbox.
All right,
I haven't
James, we need to watch
raced
these
it
track
with
limits.
Opel setup. Probably a bit better. I was like going into a race or like practice, like, okay, let's try this car, it's free. And I was like doing a few laps and I was like, no, not gonna do this series. Nope.
Nice.
Nope. No, thank you. That was the M2 series. get a good session or slow?
The track is pretty hot.
And there's a lot of marbles.
Yeah, but that's
Track state
Nürburgring.
is 100. Same.
I think I'll run some laps in the dark as well, because the Nürburgring Endurance, it's all daytime. I haven't driven it in the night.
I have done some AR races in the dark.
How was it?
It's pretty good, but the AI doesn't see night or day, so
Oh yeah.
their pace was high, but mine was not. completely missed the chicane. I'm in carousel.
I blame track temperature.
That is just a driver error.
Your quickest overall.
That's toast.
This lap will be invalidated. Watch the track limits. Front left, 96%. Rear left, 97.
Well, it's a lot of gravel in the chicane, Jesus. Who's the guilty
Okay,
one?
James, we need to watch the track limits.
Everybody's quiet.
Everyone's guilty.
Well, that might be also true.
I haven't managed to join yet, so you can blame me, I guess.
Yeah, I'll blame you.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry guys, I will clean it up.
No worries. Come on, Mikko!
I'm trying. Oh fuck, I hooked. Well, there's a bit more gravel on the road now.
Oh,
I
there's a
did
lot
the-
of gravel
that-
here.
Yeah, I did the exact same maneuver on a neck. Cost us like P3. This is my first neck ever. I was so ashamed.
Jesus, this Ferrari understeers. Maybe this setup. We will have the P1 dock setups in a bit.
Finally, I'm here. Hey guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna buy the BMW.
welcome to the session. Now clean up all the
Thank you
gravel.
very much. Yeah. It'll take me a while.
Yeah.
Says the understeer.
Right front, 98%. Right rear, 98.
Oh, you can change cars during a session.
Yeah, you can. Pretty bad.
Yeah, well. Anyways. I just found the BMW is much more beginner friendly than the Porsche. I have much problems with the middle engines. Monstrosity what it is. But it's pretty good on the wets. Yep.
Front right, 98%. Rear right, 98. The pit exit looks clear. quickest overall. The leader has just done a 8:23.9 seconds. This lap won't count. You've cut the track. P3. New fastest lap for Johansson, 8:20.2 seconds. P4.
I don't know. I think the BMW just feels better around here. I don't know. It's just a better car for this track.
It clicks with you better?
Huh?
I said it clicks with you.
Yeah, the BMW it takes curbs and everything. It just feels more stable, and feels like you can push it a bit more without being worried. But then again, I've driven the BMW a lot more here than this is the first laps with the Ferrari. Might be setup related to.
Oh, you're talking about the BMW? The M2, of course, the man's car.
No. I'm not talking about that one. No.
Not the shitbox, okay.
No.
I'm not able
Looking
to...
at the neck results from last round, it was pretty mixed up there. Wasn't Ferrari, Porsche, BMW, AMG like in the top? So it's pretty mixed. Feels like there could be pretty even the cars, more down to what's comfortable for the driver.
Yeah, it was raining.
One of the splits were there. Not all of them.
Well, Well, I was in that split then.
Hmm.
Yeah, in my
got
split
the lucky
it's
draw.
dry. It's dry and pretty cool. So I set my personal best on the race.
Nice.
It's not fast after all. There's always people
Oh,
faster.
still,
but,
it's a personal best.
yeah.
As long as you do personal best, you improve yourself. So
Yeah,
that's what the goal
I found a
is.
few corners that I improved. I definitely improved. But yeah. And I'm not able to change car actually. I want to switch to a Porsche and it doesn't let me. It said you already registered.
Yeah, you can't do it when you join a session with the car. You're stuck with it.
Okay.
It's pretty bullshit, but they probably do that to earn more money.
Yeah, but you can change it to the next session.
Yeah. But you should be able to, when you do these private sessions, you should be able to like, okay, I check a box here. So you can like, okay, I join in, I take a slot. I leave, the slot comes back.
Yeah.
And it's free. And I can change car. Whatever, you know? But yeah. It's not like that. Well, probably with the results and stuff to do, but yeah, so it is.
His exit's clear.
Good thing is that you can do it in a test session, so normal practice. I found the braking in the Ferrari was a bit strange, like it had a lot of understeer into corners. I don't know why really.
Yeah, Ferrari is a understeering car.
On that left-hander you were there, you can cut over the green part on the inside over the curb.
Me? Okay.
Can almost go flat through that right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Stay more on the right side there for those first S's there to open up the corner more. Here you take the curb up on the grey concrete. Same here. Like almost every part where you have that green grey concrete, you want to go up on that, and then you can cut it.
Okay.
Especially in that section there. Here on the left, you can almost cut over the grass a bit without getting off track, so you can like cut over there. Here up here on the left, you want to cut up over the curb, the grey part. Yeah, like to see that grey part there? You want to cut over that.
Okay.
Here you don't go up there. That's one of the spots you don't do it. Because you can't go on power as early really in the same way. second gear through there. Here is second gear, and you kind of like roll more than braking there. Like you just scrub the speed off, because it's a like you come in and you just wait, because it's a late apex corner, so you can like scrub it more off with a scrolling. Trick when that happens is to downshift one more gear. That helps the car rotate a bit more.
Okay.
If you feel you just understeer too much, and even remove the brake balance backwards so you help the car turn too when you're on the trail braking. Here, just stay on the left side as tight as you can until here you fade out a bit in the middle, so you don't get a tight corner there.
Okay.
That's flat through there. Stay tight. Second gear through here. Second gear through carousel. Power. You're downshift to third between these two corners up here, the left and right. No, between them. Here.
Oh, okay.
Stay in third. Go. Yeah. No. Third gear, almost fourth gear through that section early. Third gear here. Easy. Go. Third gear. Just roll. Trail back really slowly and gentle through here. There's also a late apex here, can carry more speed on the entry kinda, and then you can go down to second in both these corners. You had the one before, YouTube corner. There you can cut over on the grey part without issue. Just flat all the way here. And down to fourth into this. Stay on the right side. Third. A little bit later, turn in, because it's a bit late apex. Second, yeah. Bit tighter on that, further down. Just lift a little bit here. Yeah, good. Go. Lift a little. Lift. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, I gotta lift a little bit there.
Yeah.
Then
I
when you
turn
come
in,
to the curb, and then you go again.
Yeah, I turn in a little bit too late.
A bit too much speed too, I think. Yeah. Same corners up here. You can go over that grey part on that right-hander after you get the right-hander after that when you go by the barrier. So you go left, right, then the right. There you can cut over the grey concrete or stones. Yeah, up here. You want to go up there on the right side.
Okay.
It hooks the car up too. It's more grip.
P4.
bit late. The deep. Move that braking so marker back a bit. That's. And also try to aim the car more diagonal, so you're more like middle of the track, and then point it out, so you brake in a straight line all the way. So you come from them because the track is a bit of a turn there just when you start to brake. So come from the middle and then aim towards the curb on the outside. Here you can also go up on these, yeah. Same here. You got to get that
please, James.
just right, and you just need to lift a little bit
to
get the. You can't go flat in this track temp. If it was colder, probably yes. Especially from lap 2 forward. Lap 1 might be, you don't have the temps up in the tires. Third gear through there. Second. Oh, I mean third gear through chicane.
Yeah, third through chicane. I got distracted a little bit.
Too late turn in. You need to be really careful inputs and just keep the momentum going up on that gray part there. Same here. There you know what you did wrong there?
Yeah.
You shifted up to third and then, oh shit, I need to brake. Just when you had shift up to third. And it's better to just stay in second and just roll a bit and just keep the speed up instead of having to do all that stuff at the same time.
Okay.
Left shifting up and then shifting down, and you know, it's easier to just stay in that gear. BMW, it's a bit different there. You keep it in third through that whole section. A bit different gearing. Remember now, kink up here, cut over the gray on the inside.
Yeah.
Just trail brake it, roll it. It's a bit deep. You took off too much speed. That's why you got up on the curb on the inside. If you would have braked less and just scrubbed the speed off more, you would have been a bit deeper and you would have got a good line. You missed that inside curve. Try second through there next time. Power. That's too tight. This is really important to get this exit right and carry the speed, because you will gain all the way up the hill, or you will lose all the way up the hill. It can be a few tenths, like a half a second almost, just get that corner right or wrong. Or even more sometimes. Lift a bit earlier instead, so you can go on power earlier. Now you have to wait and wait and wait because it understeers. So in between the left, right here, you downshift to third.
Here, right?
Yeah, in the middle of those. And before you get into the left, stay more on the right side. You have more track to use. Open up the entry of the corner. Nice, good lines through there. Oh, it's late.
Too late, yeah.
Too early. Yep, too early in turning. That's good. That's the way you want to have the car down there. You can carry more speed through it. Go, 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 go. Yeah. You can almost shift up to fourth a bit earlier through that.
Yeah, I used to not carry that much speed on the second carousel, so
I need to turn you up a bit so loud in the car. There we go, up there you want to go, yep. Okay, take a pause and check the lap I did, the 820 lap, my latest lap. So you can see a bit on how I do it. Could learn by just looking at it, like, okay, oh, he's doing that and that and that.
okay. Yeah, I think I need a rest, and I'll join the practice too in a few
Yeah.
hours.
If you have time, look through the lap here now before you leave. Just doesn't matter. It's just helpful even if you're gonna use another car later. It's more about gears or so might be different, of course, but overall lines and stuff is pretty
Oh,
much similar.
I don't. Yeah, I quit.
Otherwise you have maybe I upload. Was that a replay I uploaded, or was it? Let's see. Did upload a lap. Yeah, okay, it's a replay file. I could record that. have a lap with a BMW.
Yeah, it's good to take a look at other people's laps, especially people that are quick. Learn by just doing that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me watch some other fast drivers hot lap, and I can learn. Yeah, because before that I was more learning the track than getting faster. Now that I'm comfortable in this track, I can
Yeah,
go
I understand.
faster.
But you're doing great, Seng. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. You can call me James.
Nice. You can call me, well, my second name is Mikko actually. I'm Alexi actually, but Heikkinen will be do fine.
Hake.
Yeah, something like that. That'll do.
All right. I'm off for now, and
All right. Catch you later.
There.
See you later.
see you later.